Yes, guys, welcome back to another video. Premier League CEO Richard Masters has been speaking, and he's been speaking about Manchester City and the 115 charges. So I felt it was my duty to react to this and give you my opinions on it. Let's go. Let's see what he's got to say.
The way that our rules work is we announce charges and then we announce the decision when that process is completed, and that will happen. I've confirmed publicly the date has been set, but I can't be drawn on when that date is or the substance of the case itself.
When it does happen, though.
Okay, so he can't tell us when the date is, but we kind of know that it's going to be soon because obviously it's already been leaked in the press that it's going to be within the next month. Well, starts in September basically and can last up to 10 weeks. So, okay, he can't say that, but we already know, so not much there.
On when that date is or the substance of the case itself.
When it does happen, though, is this something that's going to be concluded this season?
Well, again,
are you confident about that?
You're asking me to sort of speculate on the timing of it, and I simply can't do that, unfortunately, Rob.
Okay.
He's asking you a simple question. Will it be this season that we find out the outcome? I mean, why can't you just tell us that? I mean, surely you can tell us that, you know?
Okay, but is it fair to say that the Premier League and everybody involved in this game...
This is what I don't get about this guy. Like, we're being told in the press that we're going to find out this year. Surely he can just say, well, we expect the decision will be by the end of the season. However, it is currently with an independent panel, so it just takes however long they take, and there is a chance it might go into the next season. But our expectations is that it will be done by the end of the year, but there can be no guarantees. Why can't you just say that? Why can't you speak like a normal person, man? Like, why do these people always dodge the question or weird, innit? I don't know maybe we've got any lawyers watching. Is it a legal thing? Like, it's just weird. Why can't you speak now? I like that politicians do this as well. Just answer the question, man.
But is it fair to say that the Premier League and everybody involved in this game wants the champions who've won the title in the last 4 years and a pretty high-profile dispute between them and the
well, I think
the
when you
league
started this question, you said that everyone wants this to be resolved, and I agree with that. I think it does need to be resolved. As you also said, it's not in our hands, it's in the hands of an independent panel. They are in charge of the timing and the running of the process, and we must let them get on with it.
So he said exactly what I told him to say. Maybe I should be the PR advisor, guys. Yeah? Maybe I should be the PR advisor. Why didn't you just say that the first time instead of dodging the question? Do you know what I mean? That's all he had to say. Yeah, we think it's going to be by the end of the season, but it's with an independent panel, so it's however long they take.
The thing is, these are such significant charges. I mean, we've been talking a lot about Everton and the number of points deductions in recent seasons, with Forest as well, the charges you've got against Leicester right now. They matter. They impact decisions on where the title might go. So it's actually a big issue for you, isn't it? Because it's fundamental to the Premier League as a competition. What happens to Manchester City going forward? I appreciate you can't say a lot on it, but it matters, doesn't it, Richard? This is important.
It does matter. Yeah, it matters, and I understand that it creates uncertainty and some frustration. But there is no happy alternative to enforcing the rules, which everyone has agreed at the beginning of each season. They've looked each other in the eye and shaken each other's hand and said we all abide by these rules. And so the Premier League has to enforce rules. Whatever difficulty or frustration that creates is part of maintaining and protecting the Premier League's competition. Its core value, it's competitive competition, and that's really my role, and that's what I want to continue doing.
Is that the end of it? Well, I've got to say, yeah. I mean, this guy, yeah. If the Premier League lose this case, he has to resign. He must resign. There is no way at all that this man can keep his job if the Premier League lose the case. Because what you've alleged is so big, so grand, so extraordinary, so extreme, that if you lose, you have to resign. You must resign. And then you know what as well I find very, very interesting, right? Very interesting. I don't know if you guys agree with me, right? But let me throw it out there, see what you guys think. Everyone loves to speak about, oh, if City get found guilty, they get relegated. If City get found guilty, this happens. If City, and they do this all the time, yeah, because they love it, right? They get high off it. What happens if the Premier League don't win this case? What about if City get found not guilty? What happens to the Premier League? You're telling me that we just carry on as normal? You're telling me that there's no changes, no questions, no investigation, no statements, no apologies? What? We release a statement saying City have been found not guilty, and then the next day everyone's just shaking hands again and just carrying on as normal and business as usual? No. That cannot happen. That cannot happen. Heads must roll. Do you understand? We can't just carry on like this. I've said this before. This isn't something that I've only just said. I've said this for a long time. Yeah? If City win this case, City fans are not just going to accept the same outcome as what we got from the Court Arbitration for Sport hearing, CAS, when basically City and UEFA released a statement after the hearing and basically said, right, that's all behind us, we're moving on, friendship, yeah? That cannot happen with this case with the Premier League. It's too deep, yeah? It's too tribal. City fans, home and away, all over the globe, online, work, school, college, whatever, have had to deal with the allegations. I've had to deal with this. And of course, maybe we'll be found guilty. And if we get found guilty, we've got to hold it, right? But if we get found not guilty, I just don't think City fans are just going to accept the same thing that happened with UEFA, where it's just like, oh, we're moving on. You think City fans are going to accept that when we've been defending our club? Because the club haven't been defending the club a lot. Now, it's probably due to legal reasons that they can't get involved online, on social media, and start releasing statements and, rebuttaling, allegations and stuff. City fans have been doing that. And I think, to be honest with you, yeah, City, as a club and as a business, they actually owe Manchester City fans, us fans, a great deal. Because the way City fans have defended the club has been insane. Big respect to everyone that's been doing it. And they don't have to do that. Everyone could have just sat there and gone, nah, it is what it is. We're just going to wait. There's been so many City fans out there defending the club. And if after this, 4 or 5 year investigation, right? Because obviously we got charged with 115, 2 years ago. But the investigation was going on years before that. If after all that, after everything that's been happened, you're seeing Big Steve going on the overlap and seeing the stuff that he's had to deal with. You see me going on panel shows, see the stuff that I've had to deal with. You've seen fans going to home and away games, getting called cheats and all that kind of stuff. I don't need to explain it, you know what I mean? You've all seen it. City can't just release a statement and go, oh, we're moving on. The Premier League, heads must roll. CEO must resign immediately after the decision is made. Again, provided we get found not guilty, we might be found guilty, who knows. But I just don't know. I just feel like everyone's speaking about what if City, what's going to happen to City. No one's speaking about, and I don't know why, because I think it's a very interesting conversation. What happens to the Premier League? What happens to the people running the game? Yeah, what does City do in response? Because City fans are not just going to accept. I don't know if you're watching this, City, yeah? But if you think you can get away with just releasing a statement saying, oh, we're happy, it's all behind us, we're moving on, after 5 years of this investigation, after 2 years of 115 being thrown in our faces every single day, you think you've got City fans just going to turn around and be like, oh yeah, all right, and let's move on? You think that's going to... No, City fans are going to want revenge. They were going to want you to do something. Now, what you do, it's up to you. But, I don't know. I just think it's mad how no one actually speaks about the other side of the coin. What happens to the Premier League if they don't win the case? No one's really spoke about it. I think it's bizarre. Guys, smash a like on the video. Let me know your thoughts and comments in the comment section below. What do you think City should do? What do you think City should do if we win the case? Do you think we should release a statement? Do you think we should just let bygones be bygones? Or do you think it's gone too far now? Do you think City need to hit back? I don't know. Do we sue them? Do we do something else? I don't know. I'm just asking for suggestions. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Smash a like. I'll see you tomorrow. See you later.